Hello everyone. So I wanted to get online because I really wanted to share an experience I had yesterday, an insight, right? So as the title implies, I interviewed for a job I don't need, but a job I want, and I wanted to share how I found that to be so valuable in terms of talking about relationships as well. So, and I wanted to share this with you because I think it's just something that can apply to every one of us and be useful and helpful to understand more about. So a while back I stumbled across a job application, a place wanting to hire a new business manager of sorts, and I felt like, wow, that's really cool. And I felt attracted to that, so I decided that I wanna apply for. I wanna see if it's something that I could be doing, and if I wanted to do it that way. And here's the thing: I run my own business. It's not that I really need to switch jobs. It's actually that I was interested. I was attracted to it, and here we have this job where it's about business management. And it's combining leadership, which is one of the aspects I've been missing since I used to do that for IKEA way back. So I felt like, why not combine both of them, or at least show up and see what shows up. So I applied for the job. I was called for an interview, and I showed up yesterday for it. And here's the funny thing, right? I showed up dressed in, not even this. Like, I was dressed to go for a run afterwards. So because I was going to go for a run, and I thought it was a very laid back kind of interview. It wasn't really. I was asked into I was taken into a boardroom, and there was a little bit of an intimidating situation there. Anyway, I got a bit of a laugh from it, and they as well. And we ended up having a really long interview, really long conversation, talking about why I'm applying for this job, especially since obviously I'm running my own successful business. Why would this be a thing for me? And that was such a cool interview. Like, I was in a position where, like, there were no upper hands. Like, no one had the upper hand. Like, we're talking about the interviewer probably had one of the weirdest interviews they've ever had, because like at no point did I feel rattled or scared or like I didn't know what I was saying, or if I said the right answer or something like that. I just enjoyed myself, and it became an exploration. It became a dance in the moment kind of a thing, and it was so cool because like I got to be me. And I got to show that, like in the middle of everything, like I was asked a really important question. I was like, oh, I really need to pee. Is it okay if we just make a short break and I do that? Because I want to give you a good answer, but I don't want to, be sitting on nails doing it. So I had the interview. That was really cool. I went for a run. That was even very nice as well. And finally, as I was running, I was thinking about that. Like, how is this applying to me and my life in general? Showing up for a job interview I don't need, but that I want. And it got me thinking about relationships. Like, when me and my partner, when we started seeing each other way back when everything started, we decided that we're not seeing each other because we need each other. We see each other, we choose each other every single day because we want to, right? We're not in this relationship together because we need each other. It's not like she completes me, because I'm complete without her. And I think that's the takeaway, that when we enter a relationship, it's not to complete us. It's not to say that I'm unhappy without you. I'm completely fine without you. But being with you makes things slightly better. It expands me. It makes me reach higher levels of consciousness or awareness, or a higher level of myself. And I want that. That's why we're choosing each other. And it's not always been easy, of course, to choose each other, but it's part of the journey. And So I was thinking, like showing up in a job interview feeling all needy, even on a sales call. This happens, if you're an entrepreneur or a sales rep of sorts, like showing up needing their money, needing their attention or whatever. Like that neediness comes off you. People will feel that, and the neediness is needy is creepy. Okay, so if you show up with that, it's like they already have the upper hand. You need them more than they need you. So relationships can be equally, that can be a very similar situation with the relationships, that if you are in a position where you need your partner, that can cause a very unsustainable, unhealthy relationship. So I would, suggest that we create relationships not based on need, but based on choosing each other, on wanting each other. So that when we engage with our partners or friends and family, it's not out of need, it's out of love, and to see how much more we can become because of it. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that because I really thought that was so funny, going to an interview I didn't really need but was just attracted to and interested in, and the scenario that played out of doing that, where there was just fun, there was just me being all confident. Like what I noticed was that my self-worth, I was completely convinced of my own self-worth. I know what I bring to the table. I know my skills. I know my my contribution, right? And having that knowledge about your self-worth creates the confidence, and good confidence, that is attractive. It is something that you kind of look for when you're hiring someone or engaging in a partnership. And having that confidence then helps you build a healthy and sustainable relationship. And that's equally true creating a romantic relationship. Get involved, but do so from a place where you know your own self-worth, you know that you're bringing 100% to the table, and you're expecting your partner to bring another 100% to the table, because you're both complete without each other. And together, you just magnify everything, right? You bring your own self-worth to the table, and you know it's 100%, nothing else exists. You were born complete, so you are complete. And have confidence in that, right? That's the foundation for a healthy, sustainable relationship. Okay, cool. I hope that gave you some thought, because there is some profound ideas in that. That's all. That's all I wanted to share. Thank you for paying attention and checking in on this. Cool. I'll talk to you anytime, right? So peace.